Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I got the notification that time.
Did you? That's good. We're just gonna get the final settings on everything. Holy crap. Look at all the messages popping up. Bear with me, guys. I'll be with you in just a moment. We're just finished putting the final settings on everything here. And then we're going to get into details as to what is going on. Alright. Juan, good evening. Melissa Hilborn. Hey, you changed your name. Let's see. Trucking It Country. What's going on, buddy? Big Al, what's going on? Hatch, how you doing? Loki, yeah, I'm alright. I'll get into it. Details here in just a few. But it's going to take a lot more than a heart attack to knock me down. What are you doing back home? Read the title. Albert, what's going on, buddy? UFO says, hi, April.
I waved.
She said she was going to sit in the background quietly.
Also quietly.
Let's see. Philip, what's up, Al? Hope all is well. Yeah, everything's okay. Checking in with Otis says hello to April.
Hi, Otis.
Yeah, buddy. So like I said, we'll get into details as to what the hell's going on and what's been going on here in just a moment. Just trying to bring everything up here. Five likes already. Yeah, buddy. You guys don't mess around.
I did. I made the coffee.
April, make your coffee. Yep. Yes, she did. What the fuck? Heart attack? How bad? Like I said, we'll get into details there, Loki. Patience, my friend. Patience. We have nothing but time. So, yeah. It is true. Trucker Al had a heart attack. Kind of is what it is. Yeah. So, I ended up taking a load down to Georgia, and that's when shit kind of hit the fan. Started having a lot of pain in my back on the left side, almost like somebody was taking a flathead screwdriver and putting it into the back of my rib cage. And ended up calling 911. Ambulance showed up, and when the lady took my blood pressure, it was 286 over 196. Heart rate was 192. So, did I hear about Billy Raines? I just talked to Billy yesterday. So if anything happened after yesterday, I do not know what you're talking about. Now, the EMTs, they gave me a shot of something, and it brought the blood pressure down. It brought the heart rate back down. I started feeling much better, a lot less pain. But somebody from Crete apparently saw what was going on and narked me out. Yeah. So, ever since that happened down there in Georgia, I get these. We'll call them pressure headaches. It doesn't feel like a normal headache. It feels like pressure, almost like the best way that I could describe this is, like when you blow up a balloon and you keep blowing it up, eventually it's gonna pop. That's what my head felt like. It felt like eventually it was gonna pop. There was just so much pressure in my head; it's almost unbearable. And they one time it actually happened while I was driving. Now, these pressure headaches come on instantly. And what ended up happening was the first time that it came up when I was driving, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I ended up pulling over, obviously, and getting through it. And then, sounds like a brain aneurysm. That still may be. That's what everybody's leading to. But we'll get into more of that. So, my stubborn ass. Now, you guys got to understand me. I'm not one for doctors. I'm not one for hospitals. I don't go to the doctors every time I get a freaking cough. In fact, I have a doctor. My original doctor retired, the one that I've had since I was a kid, and the guy that's there now, I've never even met him. So, and he's been there a little while now. But I ended up calling them after that 5 o'clock in the morning episode, and because now I'm starting to get a little worried because these pressure headaches are coming on, if not daily, every other day. Where the very first time that the pressure headache happened was the first time it happened was in 2012, and I was in a plane. So I chalked that up to the cabin pressure. The only thing that bothered me with that whole thing is that I was the only one that it happened to. You would think if there was an issue with cabin pressure in a plane that there would be multiple people having issues, and at that time I was the only one. So the second time it happened, which I believe was my first heart attack, was in Joplin, Missouri, and that was the second round that, as far as the pressure headaches go. Now, from 2014 till now, it would be once in a blue moon. They come on.
What the fuck?
What?
Billy fell off his truck and broke 6 ribs.
That's the first I'm hearing about that. No shit, I'm surprised my freaking phone didn't explode.
You had your phone off most of the
Well, we'll make a phone call on that. We'll have to check on Billy. No shit. I hope he's alright. We'll make a phone call. We'll check on him. We'll do that live. So, after the heart attack in Georgia, these pressure headaches, like I said, they became a lot more frequent. And to the point to where I actually called the doctor, gave him everything that had happened. Everything that happened down in Georgia, and everything that's been taking place ever since. And like Ralph said, the first thing out of the doctor's mouth is that they think it's a brain aneurysm. So, on my way home, I had a load that was going to Marcy, New York, just on the other side of Syracuse. This was yesterday. I was driving down the 90, and yesterday was the first day that the pressure headaches came twice in one day. So obviously things are getting worse. Now, I ended up pulling into Rochester, and April came and picked me up. We went to the hospital, and they ran a bunch of tests, and the EKG confirmed the heart attack. So that's 100% confirmed. They said that there's damage to the heart, but there's no way to tell how much. So pretty much after the hospital, They ran blood work. They took urine sample and all that stuff. They ran a bunch of tests, tested my kidneys and all that stuff. That stuff came back okay. Um, what caused the heart attack? I don't know yet. Everything is still kind of fresh. Um, I have to apparently get a hold of a heart doctor, and they're going to run some more tests. On Monday, I will be contacting my doctor to let them know what the results were from the hospital, and probably at some point this week coming up, um, I'll be going for an MRI to get a brain scan and see if this brain aneurysm is an actual thing. So, trying to go back out on the road, and once again, Trucker Al gets kicked in the balls. Alright, so, let's see. No more fast food, brother. Time to start eating right and taking better care of yourself. Yeah, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
A lot of people have been telling me, I got to take better care of myself. I got to do this. I got to do that. You know, and here is my take on that. You only live once, and I mean we're all gonna die. Let's face it, we are all going to die. It's just a matter of time. And personally, I would rather do what I want while I'm here and accept the fact that my expiration date may be sooner than later. I'm not one that's afraid of death. I've been around death my entire life. I have had people that were very close to me who have died at a very young age. One of a car accident. A very good friend of mine got electrocuted, and his wife at the time, or girlfriend at the time, was 6 months pregnant. When he got electrocuted, and so I have grown up to believe that when it's your time, it's your time. There's no other way around it. And the other way that I look at things is very simple. Not to get off topic, but where's the tiger? There's the tiger. Is this the one you're talking about? Somebody else said that to me the other day, that I need to have the tiger in all the videos. I thought it was. So, the other way that I look at things is this. One, I've been smoking since I was 13 years old. I'm a smoker of 27 years. So, I have seen it so many times where, you see it on TV, you hear it in the news. These people who have eaten healthy their whole life, never smoked a day in their life, and they're joggers. They go out, they exercise all the time. They're jogging every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. They're running marathons. They're healthy as a horse, and they drop dead at 23 years old. So again, I'm a believer that when it's my time, it's my time, and I'm willing to accept that. But before it's my time, I am going to enjoy my time while I'm here. I'm going to eat my steak. I'm going to drink my beer and have a glass of wine and once in a while and do what I need to do.
No, wine's supposed to be good for your heart.
So, yeah, I think wine is good for your heart. So, like I said, to me, it is what it is. Believe me, no pity party whatsoever is needed. It's just, it is what it is. And I mean, I'm going to do what I need to do as far as going to doctors and getting things checked out and, all that good stuff. I'll do what I can, but I'm not going to go on a shit ton of medication. I'm not going to be somebody that's sitting here all drugged up on medication and all that crap. I watched my mother do that, and, she passed away a year and a half ago, and no, not happening. So, let's get to some of these questions. Let's see, what happened to Billy Rains? We got through that. Let's see. Let's see. That's crazy. Cool. That's what's L. Billy's in the hospital. Yeah, we're gonna make a phone call. We're gonna check on Billy. Paper Chaser says, "I'm sorry you were having trouble." Nah, don't be sorry. It is what it is. You know, life kicks you in the balls, and just gotta get up and run with it. I suffer from chronic migraines. I feel for anyone with serious headaches, completely debilitating. Yeah. Now see, as far as my family history goes, my mother, she she started out with a brain aneurysm that actually burst. Hers started bleeding, and she had multiple aneurysms afterwards. And then her heart attack started coming in and stuff like that. That's on my mother. Now, on my father's side, my grandfather has migraines. My father has clusters. I figured I'm doomed. I figured a tumor or something. But we'll see. Family history isn't all that great. Let's see. Martin retracted his message. Not to get off topic, where's the tiger? Alright, tiger's fixed. I'm so sorry you were having these issues. Big country and family is praying for you. Thank you, appreciate it. What did Crete say when someone told on you? I didn't give them a whole lot of details as to what exactly happened there. I went for a couple of tests, did a stress test and stuff like that. Passed it, but not much. Now that this whole thing happened here, I haven't talked to Crete since I've been home. That's a phone call that I'm going to be placing probably Monday morning because my boss is off, and there's no point in talking to anybody else. So I'll be calling Crete first thing on Monday morning, letting them know that my trucking days are over. Now, and here's the reason why I say that. I know a lot of people are probably going to come back with, well, you can do this, that, and the other and still be a driver and this, that's fine. But first of all, I need to get an MRI done. I need to figure out what's going on in my head. I need to figure out if there's a tumor or if there's a brain aneurysm or if it's just simply blood pressure. Because, my fear hearing this from a doctor that it's a possible brain aneurysm that's going on in my head, one of the things that the doctor did state that when I told him that I was a truck driver and that I drive across this country, and that at the time I was on the phone with the doctor, I was currently in Chicago, and the doctor said to me that I am in absolutely no state to be driving a truck. And it got me thinking, and when he had stated to me that if this so-called brain aneurysm was to burst, that I would be dead within seconds. He said, you can even call 911, you will still be dead before anybody even gets to you. So to me, that kind of put a little bit of fear and kind of slapped me with reality, thinking to myself that I very well can turn this tractor trailer into a rolling missile, which is something that I refuse to do. I am not going to put anybody else's life at risk, not any other driver, not any four-wheeler. I'm not doing it. Trucker Will, I was actually just getting ready to call you. Got some people on here telling me what happened to Billy. Nobody's called me today. I even talked to Nip earlier, and Nip didn't even say anything about it. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but yeah, I was just actually going to get ready to call you to see what you heard. Let's see. I didn't take care of my health. I ended up having my leg amputated during that time. I tried to die 4 times. Okay. Let's see. Had your was your leg amputated from like diabetes or something? I mean, did you have diabetes and not take care of it, and that was the result? I actually know people that's done that. My cousin did. He had diabetes, never did anything about it, and he ended up having quite a few things amputated. It started out with a foot, then it was his other foot, and then it was his leg up to his knee, and then it was just a mess. Live healthy. You're whole, then one day get hit by a car. Right. I mean, like I said, we're all gonna die at some point or another. You just don't know when and how. But like I said, I'm gonna enjoy the time that I have here. Get better, man. You're planning on getting back on the road? No, I think my road days are over. You must get to the bottom of this ale for your own betterment. Yeah, I'm going to. Like I said, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to get a hold of the doctors. I'm going to run the tests. I'm going to do that part of it. But if you think for 1 second that Trucker Al is going to push aside a steak and stuff my face into a salad, you're not going to happen. Let's see. Shane says, damn, sorry to hear all your misfortune, Al. God be with you. Sucks you're done trucking. What you planning to do now? Hang on. Shane, I'll get to yours in just a second. Will, supposedly, Billy fell off the truck, broke a couple of ribs, in the hospital. I guess Billy's all fucked up. Possible punctured lung. So... somebody may want to, one of us may want to call him, find out what's going on. You know what, Casey? I actually thought about that, but I don't live anywhere near a facility where I can go be a DM. You giving up the CDL? Giving it up? No, not just yet. I'm not to that point. I'll hang on to my CDL as long as I possibly can. I mean, until a doctor says that I can't drive no more, then... But for right now, I am making the decision to not be on the road in the event that something that was to happen. You know, I don't want to have to put my truck into the back seat of somebody's car. So, you know, I'm making the decision myself to not be on the road. I'm not safe on the road, and I'm not going to put anybody else's life at risk. Become a recruiter. No, I can't lie to people. That's the best I'm going to put that one. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up people's asses. I mean, I could probably do it for Crete, because Crete pretty much sells itself. I mean, if you're just honest with people and tell everybody what Crete has to offer, that sells itself. Trucker Will says, wow, I'll call him. All right, Will, when you call him, call me on my phone, and I'll put you on live. I'm thinking about it. Swift Transportation paying $35 an hour. Yeah, I'm all set. Were you leasing with Crete or company? I was a company driver at Crete. You know what, guys? Let's call... Hang on a minute. Let's see if we can have some fun with this. We gotta check on Mr. Billy Raines. Billy sounds like he's in a more fucked up situation than I was in. Let's see. Let's call Will first. Maybe. Maybe not. My phone didn't want to call anybody. Hang on, guys. Damn, it's loud.
Hey, Hal, I got Billy on the phone right now, yo.
Alright, I'm still live on YouTube.
Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I got Billy. I got Billy on the line right now, man. Just checking on him and seeing what's going on with him. I just heard it. He was just letting me know what the deal was.
Is he on the line right now?
Yeah, I'm there.
Billy, you alright, man? What's going on?
I'm just in the hospital, man.
Well, yeah, I heard that. As soon as I went live on YouTube, everybody started asking if I heard what happened to you, and this is the first I was hearing about it. I just wanted to make sure you were alright. What's going on?
I fell out of my truck, man. Broke 6 ribs. Have a small pneumothorax on my lung. Yeah, I saw you went live, man. I wasn't trying to come in there and steal your thunder, man. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because I got my own shit going on.
No, I'm not worried about that at all, dude. I mean, I'm at home. You're in the hospital. I mean, you're in a worse off situation than I'm in.
Every live feed I've gotten on the day has kind of just gotten taken over by that, man. It's just, it ain't about the live feed. It's about we're checking on your well-being. You know, we may not talk as much, but hey, you still one of the peoples that we, you know, when we out here, we all brothers of the highway. So you know, we all trying to.
Yeah, no, I've been trying to call everybody today, and I'm not, you know.
Well, I got quite a few viewers that are concerned. You know, they just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm in pain most of the day. I mean, I broke 6 ribs. You know what I mean?
Wow.
How long you gonna be out of work?
I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna go on workers' comp.
Yeah, I mean, if you got. Now, is it? I heard something about a collapsed lung.
Yeah, pneumothorax. They think there's a small. It's not bad enough where they had to put a tube in my chest. But yeah, I've got like 20% of my lung is like over there.
And that happened. That happened from the fall.
Yeah.
Wow.
None of you guys know it, but I just want to say how lucky I was that my student was there, and he was able to call the ambulance for me. And help me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Facts right there. Facts.
Because if he wouldn't have been there, I don't know how long. Because it was dark and it was raining, and I was in like a secluded part of the parking lot where it wasn't really filled up. So if it wouldn't have been for him finding me, I don't know how long I would have been out there on the ground. I could barely breathe out there. So.
Well, you got people on the live stream saying that they're gonna pray for you, buddy. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You know.
Yeah, I mean that's all I need for now. I mean, like I said, my insurance kicked in on the 1st, so everything's good. We'll see how many weeks I'm out. I got some good money saved up, and I should be good once workers' comp will kick in. And as soon as I can pull my fat ass up into the truck and not be fucked up by the bumps and shit, I'll probably get right back out there.
Whereabouts in the country are you?
O'Fallon, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
It is south of St. Louis.
Right.
Oh, you're in St. Louis. Okay, I know where you're at.
Not St. Louis. I guess.
No, it's like right near the border of Illinois and Missouri.
Yeah, it's like right in the between there. If you're going towards like Shea Stadium.
You know, on the Missouri side you got St. Louis.
Right.
On the Illinois side you got like O'Fallon, East St. Louis, all that jazz.
Right.
So it's a pretty nice hospital. They've been taking care of me. I'm just
What hospital are you at?
It's just St. Elizabeth's Hospital.
St. Elizabeth's Hospital.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, when it rains, it pours, huh?
Yeah, I know you had your own stuff going on.
No, I'm doing all right. I mean, I'm back home right now, so I mean, I gotta go, get more tests done and stuff like that. But you're in the hospital, like I said, you're in a more screwed up situation than I'm in right now. So, we're just wanted to call and check on you and.
Yeah, you know how it is with broken ribs. They can't really do nothing for me. Like there's nothing they can do. You just gotta.
Is it in St. Clair?
And heal it. And
Are they giving you a time frame on what it would take to heal 6 ribs?
to heal them completely.
Enough where you can get at least back to work.
Oh, they said it's up to me, but they said for it to fully heal, it could take 2 months.
Wow.
But I should be able to drive before then. I just gotta get. I gotta get to where I'm not on narcotics because I'm on narcotics right now.
Right.
Hey, Billy, is that on one St. Elizabeth Boulevard in O'Fallon, Illinois?
Will's quite the stalker.
That's my father lives around the same side.
Should be able to see me on the
Oh, on the Life 360.
Well, I'm just looking at the name of the hospital, and I'm just trying to see if it's the one that I'm looking at. St. Elizabeth Hospital.
Yeah, you're looking at the right one.
Hey, what room are
So
you
my
in?
mom should be heading down here tomorrow because if nothing else is wrong, they're probably gonna release me Monday morning, and I'll go home.
Now, where's your rig and all your stuff at?
Greenville, Illinois. They're supposed to be going to recovery tonight.
What room are you in, Billy?
I'll tell you about that later, I guess.
Alright.
I ain't trying to blow my business out here.
I feel you.
Martin says shots out to Will for getting the phone call.
Like you guys, anybody else? Yeah, I just been chilling, man. I got on. I didn't get on. I got on Bradley's live feed last night and told everybody, and I did my own live feed today, but I didn't really like how I looked in it, so I took it down.
Wait, this happened yesterday?
That's nice.
Yeah, it just happened last night.
Wow, we were in the hospital at the same time, damn it.
Last night. Huh?
I said we were in the hospital at the same time.
Different house.
Yeah, I was. I got on. Like I said, I got on Bradley's live feed for a little while last night, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. And then I've been on. I did my own live feed this morning, but I looked all weak and like my voice was cracking and stuff because I can't breathe real good all the time. So I just deleted it because I didn't like how I looked in it.
Wow.
Been on the. Yeah, I have different phases where I'm in and out all day. I'm either sleeping or awake, and I've been getting real loopy and stuff like that.
Yeah, and narcotics, they'll play head games with you.
Yeah, so.
Alright. I appreciate that, Billy.
Yeah, keep in touch and listen. I mean, Billy, don't hesitate at all. I mean, if there's anything you need whatsoever, I mean, you know you got us. You can call
Yeah,
on.
man, we'll see how everything lines out. Right now, I'm good, man. I got some money saved up. I'm gonna talk to workers' comp on Monday, see what's going on with that. And like I said, I don't know what it's gonna take. 2-3 weeks maybe. I'll just go kick it at my mom's house. And, if it gets bad, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely let us know what's going on.
Well, I mean, even if it, things are getting good, I mean, don't hesitate to call. I mean, we're here for you.
No, I know, yeah, but if I need you guys, I know where to find y'all.
Right. Yeah.
Alright, man. Well, I just wanted to check on you, man. I didn't even get any notification you even went live. So
Yeah, me neither.
You gotta subscribe to the channel and hit the bell.
Yes, I'm still subscribed to your channel, man.
Right. So I was just gonna say, I think I've actually unsubscribed and resubscribed and re-hit the bell probably 3 times, and I still don't get notifications.
That's weird. Man, as long as you're doing alright, just let us, keep us up to date.
I'm not doing great, but I can only do what I am.
Do they got you on like a food diet? Like you can't eat specific foods because of your...
Hell no, there's nothing wrong with me. They did all my vitals, all my blood work, everything's good. There's no issues with me at all. The only thing is my ribs are fucked up and my lung is partially.
You ate. So you ate today then?
Yeah, they don't got me on no fat boy diet, no diabetic shit, nothing like that, no liquid diet. Regular meals, just chilling.
Regular meals, just chilling. All right, I was just checking, make sure they got you on some bullshit. I was gonna be the sneaky person and order you a damn pizza. Get into this room.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was just gonna say we can order a McKelzone or a pizza or something.
Thanks.
I just ate dinner. It was like a chicken patty thing and macaroni and cheese and stuff and everything.
There you go. There
I'm
you
not
go.
too hungry. I'm not doing a lot, so I'm not. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just sitting here trying to I'm just sitting here trying to be as still as possible because it only hurts when I move. Breathe.
You just gotta take it one day at a time, you'll be straight.
Right.
Yeah. I heard the third day is the worst day for most people.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. All right, guys, I'm going to get back to the live feed. And Billy, like I said, don't hesitate at all. You know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna be relaxing tonight, man. I'm probably gonna watch that McGregor Cowboy fight. That's probably all I'll be doing tonight. So
All right.
yeah, I'll let y'all go, man. I appreciate y'all calling and checking on me. It means a lot. I was gonna eventually get around to calling everybody. It's just I've been in and out all day, and
No, I get it.
I've been dealing with CFI and trying to make sure my student gets. He's heading back to Joplin now. And, my mom's called me about 100 times today. It's just been a long day, man.
Right.
But I appreciate y'all calling. I was
Yeah,
just
man.
relaxing, man. I appreciate it.
Good deal. Get some rest, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, you
All right,
get better. You get better too, Al.
I'm working on it, man.
I'll talk to y'all later. All right.
All right.
Alright, man, take it easy, yo.
Peace.
Yeah, there you have it. Man. Like I said, when it rains, it pours. You know, it's best thing we do is just keep him in our prayers, and he's got a long road of recovery for him. So, 6 broken ribs. Wow. I'd rather be in my shoes than his. Let's see. You don't as good at home as you do in a truck. I care about my buddy. Hurry up and get better soon so we can shake hands. Yeah. Like I said, I highly doubt I will ever be back on the road. I mean, it's unfortunate, but for me, for the safety of the general public and anybody else for that matter, including myself, I don't have any intentions on putting myself behind the wheel of a semi-truck right now. Let's see. John Garcia, bye for now. Gotta go grab some food. Hope to see you back on the road soon. Yeah, I don't know. TJ Jones, what's going on, buddy? What's crapping, Al? Well, same shit, different day. Yeah. So, yeah. Poor Billy. Like you said, good thing he had a student with him, though. He had somebody there that was able to get him some help right away. So, I guess that was a good thing. Because Billy started training again, for those of you that didn't know. And he had a student on his truck, apparently, when this all took place. So, that's a good thing. I guess you'll just have to have me to the house for some barbecue then. Anytime, man. Martin, you can come over whenever you want. I'll take you out for a garbage plate. That's what Rochester is famous for, is our garbage plates. Oh, they're amazing. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Cowboy will knock him out. I don't know much about the fight. Didn't even look into it. Is Creed in the rear view? Yeah, for now. Well, right now the truck is still here. The only thing that Creed knows is that I had a heart attack. They don't know the extent of everything. They don't know everything that I've got to go through. So that's a phone call that'll be taking place on Monday. And go from there. But like I said, the biggest thing with me is my head. The heart attack is one thing. Even if somebody's driving down the road and has a heart attack, that can come on instantly. If I have an aneurysm and this thing bursts and I'm doing 65 miles an hour down the interstate, it's not going to be a pretty picture. And I will not put myself in that situation. Give April a big Western howdy from me, and always care about cool dude like you. Thanks, Martin. England doesn't mind. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. So. Nope. I'm not one of those types of drivers that will try to hide things. That's just not me. I'm not going to try to hide it. Um, even coming here on YouTube, yesterday, that the whole topic of me coming on here and pretty much informing everybody as to what the hell was going on, that was a hard pill to swallow for me. I didn't know what I was going to say to you guys, how much I wanted to say, but after thinking about it, like I've said to you guys a million times, I mean, I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are like family to me. I mean, and the support that I get from, my viewers and my subscribers, is just overwhelming. And I've been thinking about it for most of the day today as to what I was going to tell you. And to me, it's like, you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to tell you everything in detail. I've got nothing to hide. I mean, it is what it is. Sucks being 40 years old and being in the heart attack club, but cheers. Yeah. As far as what's going to happen next, I'm going to relax. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to go back to my original plan. I'm going to come here on YouTube. We'll be doing a tat show. I'm going to do some gaming. Do a gaming channel. I'm still debating whether or not to do YouTube or Facebook. I'm going to try out Facebook tomorrow. So for those of you guys that are into gaming, I did a Facebook page called Tag. In fact, bear with me a minute. I'll actually put the link in the description for any of you that are interested in watching or seeing what I'm doing. One of the biggest games that I play is the Farming Simulator. Oh, I'm so freaking addicted to that damn game. April is too. April and I, we've actually been running the same farm today. We've been on the Farming Simulator for about 4 or 5 hours, and pretty much the whole time I'm sitting there playing this game, I'm thinking about what I was going to say to you guys. Oh, agita. Let's see. I think I'm gonna make sure I get the right link here. The other thing is, guys, is that, this little shadow that I have sitting behind me, she's been by my side. Copy link address. Here we go. She's been by my side from the moment that I got into Rochester. I mean, she was with me the whole time at the hospital. She never once complained. April's been amazing. Simply amazing through the whole thing. Speak up, April.
I want to know what the Asian Mai show does. I can't really read it.
Alright, so the link to the Facebook page, that's actually in the description now if anybody's interested in watching that. Let's see.
Is that just truck driving school? Is that what TD?
Well, I appreciate it, man. We're all fans. James says, hello, Trucker Al. It's James, and I'm back in TD school and doing great. Truck driving school. Awesome. It's good that you're back in the school. It's good that you're doing great.
The producer.
Get back out there.
Another producer.
Do what the Asian Maya show does.
Yeah.
What's the Asian Maya show do? What school, James? Refer to her as the producer. Oh, this one here? You're the producer?
Apparently.
Yeah. She's the producer of this show. Yeah, buddy. She's my, oh, I don't want to call you the secretary, but she does go get the coffee and water and
I'm a secretary.
no, she's a great girlfriend.
Great girlfriend. That too.
So she's cooking dinner tonight and she tells me, she's like, I don't know if you're going to like it or not, but here you go. Oh my God, it was slamming. Chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy and oh. At least call Screener. Who's Screener? Some of these comments I just simply don't understand. My husband and his teammate are stuck in Bismarck, North Dakota right now. Yeah, I bet they are. Yeah, this freaking weather, man. Whew. That, what do they call it? Storm Jacob? I think they named that thing. Yeah, it's almost gone. I mean, most of it's in the northeast right now. In fact, hold on, guys. I actually have it pulled up here for you. Let's see. Wrong one. Let's go here. Go to camera. There. So this is the current condition of the storm. We're right about in here, so it's just about past where we are. But yeah, this storm caused a big mess everywhere as it hit. I actually got a notification on my phone the other day or yesterday, that a plane slid off the runway in Kansas. You have a good night. Thanks, Ralph. Appreciate it. They shut them down today, and they are low on fuel. Well, that ain't good. Actually, if you look up, I mean, North Dakota, I mean, it's clear there now. Looks like it's actually been clear for quite a while. Got a new subscriber. What's that?
Teresa, next door.
Oh, nice.
Say hi, Teresa.
Yeah. So like I said, the storm's just about gone, but she definitely made a punch. She caused a big mess on the 90, big mess on the 80.
If they're headed to Pennsylvania, though, I'm sure the road's that way.
Oh yeah, everything behind the storm, they're probably still playing cleanup. No, not good. Glad I'm not driving it. I actually just missed all this by a day. I just got home yesterday afternoon. They shut the road down for 40-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, I bet you the gusts were a lot higher. Always sunny in Vegas. I've actually been through Vegas when it snowed. In fact, the first time that I ever drove through Phoenix, Arizona, it was snowing. And I have a friend of mine who was actually from Phoenix. And I called her and I asked her, I says, how often does Phoenix get snow? I'm thinking Phoenix, Arizona, it's 102 degrees all year round in the desert. Well, apparently they get snow every year. Who knew? Yeah, it's closed in Wyoming, and it's also closed out this way. I know they ended up closing down the 90 right at the Erie, Pennsylvania, New York border, all the way up into Rochester, New York. That whole section of 90 is closed as well. They had a big wreck out there, 15-car pileup, tractor trailers all over the place. It was a mess. But, you know, if people paid attention to the weather, or paid attention to, well, I was going to say myself, but I haven't done the weather in quite a while. But I know Red Monkey Trucking. He's another one that gets onto the weather. You know, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, put this stuff out there ahead of time. And it blows my mind how many people continue to drive even in storms like this. It's I don't understand it. Let's see. Usually in the desert, hot as Satan's ass in the summer, cold as tits in the winter. All right, kind of sounds like here.
Our winters are usually longer, that's all.
Right. Yeah. This is actually, I think, I wouldn't even call this a major snowfall for here. I mean, we only ended up with, what, 5 inches? Something like that that's out there. Let's see. Glad you are home safe. Now we can keep an eye on you. Yeah, I know. No, I got stalkers. I just got off of work. What's with the title? Are you okay? Anthony, yeah, I'm alright for now. Had a little mishap with a heart attack and got a bunch of shit that I've got to do now. Hospital confirmed the heart attack, and now it's just I got to get a hold of a heart doctor. I got to go get an MRI done on my head. It's just now it's doctor's appointments and testing and all that other crap. He asked his DM for a different load, but he said no. He was supposed to be home today for home time. Yeah. See, that's the joys of truck driving, is you can plan on anything, and it's a 50-50 shot whether or not it's going to work out. Let's see. Flagstaff is higher in elevation. That's why they get the snow quite often. Yeah. Yeah, the higher up, the more higher you are, the more snow you're going to get. Don't forget to let the cat in. No, the cat. Oh my God. Not today. I have never seen a cat. Let me know if anybody ever has heard of this or has dealt with this, and please give me some pointers as to what the hell to do. The cat is always in heat. And when I say always, when the cat comes out of being in heat, she's only out of it for 3 days. Then she's right back into heat, meowing, screaming all over the place, all day, every single day. This goes on for weeks. And then she'll have a 3-day break, and then back in heat she goes. I've never seen a cat be in heat as much as this one. He wanted to go south, but DM wanted him to go north. Some DMs suck. Best I could say for that. Let's see. We stay in North Carolina. Now, do you do... I felt like a bump. That's where the IV was, but it feels like there's a bump there. Now, do you do regional or dedicated? We stay in North Carolina. I'm assuming that's what NC is. I've been keeping an eye out for you, and I just see heart attack. Yeah, well, originally when I first went back out on the road, I ended up vlogging my first load, my first load assignment. Got all the video footage, did everything like I normally do. I take all the video footage off the camera, I put it into the iPad, and for some reason, everything is completely dark. Like, really dark. So I started looking more into it, and it turned out, somehow or another, in the settings for the GoPro, the low light mode came on. I don't know how the hell it got turned on. I don't even ever go into the settings. But everything was completely dark. All the video footage, it was garbage. Complete garbage. And then, I was going to vlog some more, testing things out. And then I just continued to have more problems with the camera. And then that whole thing happened down in Georgia with the heart attack. And then everything kind of went to shit from there. Keep us your fans. Posted on what's going on with all tests and doctor visits. We care and love you. Oh, Martin, I appreciate that. I don't look at you guys as my fans. You guys are my friends. I mean, it's... I don't think I've ever even used that word to describe anybody on here that they're fans or anything like that. It's... No, you guys mean more to me than that. He's doing OTR right now due to being in phase 2, but he's thinking of going to CFI in March. There you go. CFI is not a bad company. Billy's been there quite a while. I seen the one with the England driver and the backing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, when I went live. Yeah. I never understood that one. I mean, here I was going to offer help, and I got nothing but an attitude. Apparently, he took offense to it, but hey, whatever. Do what you got to do. So, yeah, to get back to what I was saying, what I'm going to be doing now is just, like I said, relaxing. I'm still going to continue to do the YouTube videos, obviously more often now that I'm home and everything here at home works. So, stuff like that. I can't wait till spring, because then I can take my cameras and go fishing. Can't wait for that. The other thing is April and I got set up real late in the season last year, but we ended up getting set up with what's called magnet fishing. So that's going to take place. And, okay, big family that care of that. That's a little better. So are you good? Are you done driving for a bit again? I may be done permanently. I am putting it in my mind that I am done permanently. Like I said, I'm not going to put anybody else's life at risk by doing something stupid, per se. A big part of it's going to be as to what this MRI shows. If the MRI shows a brain aneurysm, then yes, I'm done definitely for good. But right now, yeah, it's unfortunate. It sucks. But, like I said, my biggest thing is that I will not put anybody else's life at risk. And, being now susceptible to heart attacks and a possible brain aneurysm, I refuse to put myself behind the wheel and turn that truck into a missile. Did I hear fishing and Labatt Blue? If you are a stalker, then yes, that's exactly what you heard, because that's what me and Will were actually talking about earlier. Yeah, I was telling Will that, I'd like to go fishing and drink my Labatt's Blue and relax. And by the looks of it, that's exactly what's going to happen come spring. So, yeah, buddy. We'll see how everything goes, though. I mean, I could sit here and make all these plans and bam, something's going to happen and change it. So, but I did make a promise to April that I was not going anywhere. I'm not going back out on the road. I made a promise to her. And like I said, I'm not going to turn a 70, 80,000 pound truck into a rolling missile. I'm not doing it. I see too many families out there. I see too many kids in the car seats. I won't do it. I'm picking up a load in South Dakota on Monday. It says it's going to be -11 with a high of 2. Can I come and hide at your house? Yeah.
Not much better here.
-11? Yeah, that's a little chilly.
Still smoking. That's right.
Yeah, Gene, still smoking, going to die of something. See? And that's like what I said earlier in the video. We're all going to die of something. So while I'm here, I'm going to enjoy life. I've been a smoker for 20 years. It's not like it's going to stop today. Kind of is what it is. Maybe it's just life's way of falling into place. Could be. You know, the way that I look at it is, if you guys remember me telling you that when I was home before that I was tired, I needed a break. I'm tired.
Your body is
Now I think my body's telling me that it's tired as well. I've put my body through hell over the years. I mean, I've done concrete, construction work, tow truck driving, dump truck driving, roofing. I mean, I've put this body through hell over the years. Start a company, I'll apply. No, I don't want those headaches. Yeah, it's a conspiracy. Yep. So, you know, like I said, you know, me coming on here it's hard. It really is. I mean, I'm sure at some point or another, after the video's posted, I'll get some negative feedback or negative comments on it, and that's fine. You know, I've got, you know, one of the thickest skins. But it is what it is. I'm sure little buddy over here would love to go fishing with you sometime. Yeah, he can come fishing anytime he wants. Need somebody to pull me out of the water if I fall in.
Somebody to climb over and get that magnet like last time. Stuck on the outside.
You know, if I'm drinking Labatt's Blue, anything's possible. I may accidentally throw my pole in the water. Somebody's got to go get it. You know, the doctor at the hospital last night said to me, he goes, well, you know, the best thing for you is to quit smoking and stay away from the caffeine. Cigarette, coffee, Mountain Dew. Hey. I still got water. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna get into doing. We've got all the time in the world. See?
Yeah.
It's not just me, guys.
Bacon for breakfast.
I asked April what was for breakfast the day after I get out of the hospital. I got out of the hospital, what? Last night?
Last night.
10 o'clock, somewhere around
I
there?
think it was 10.
This morning, April, what's for breakfast? Bacon.
It's what I had. Wasn't planning on a heart attack.
I got scared when the notification popped up with that wording.
Great.
Why is it that bad? I didn't mean to scare.
Heart attack.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean to scare anybody.
Me too, Martin. Me too.
Yeah, it's... You know, everybody else is more scared of it than I am. But, I don't know. It's... To me, it is what it is. Wow, we got the circle of death on it.
No, mine.
No, yours is good.
Mhm.
So I got the whole stream up on one screen here, and then on the second screen I've got the channel up, and on the channel it looked like looks like it's lagging a little bit. Yep. So eventually we'll get more into tats. I'll probably do a lot more of that. I may change the time a little bit as far as that, because getting up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and
I'm not a fan.
yeah. April don't want to get up that early. But then again, I mean, we're also up till midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I turn around and set my alarm for 5:30 so I can be on here at 6. Yeah, that ain't working. So we may change the times a little bit. I may go a little bit later in the morning. And then do some things on here. for tats, and then the rest of the day work on the gaming channel. Pretty much that's what I'm going to be doing. That and doctor's appointments and all that happy horse shit. $401k does come in handy. Yeah. Or snow, we might get a little bit. Oh yeah, it's going to build back up later tonight. So it looks like we're going to get a little bit more snow tomorrow.
Great. Well, at least we don't have to go anywhere until Monday. Once we get all your doctors.
Joy.
Find out. Joy.
You're going to file for disability payments if you can't work anymore? That's a big pill to swallow too, going on disability. I don't know. Well, it's right now. A lot of things are still too early to tell. I've got to get some more tests done and see the extent of the damage. That's a big one. I don't know how much damage was done to the heart from the heart attack. I was told there was damage, but they didn't get into details of the extent of it.
Well, they didn't do it. They didn't have the right equipment at that place either.
Right.
Cardiologist.
So, I don't know. Right now, it's the biggest one right now is getting this MRI done and figuring out what's going on with my head. The heart attack is one thing. I mean, that there's a million and one things that I could chalk that up to, between stress, diet, all that. We can sit here and do this all night long. So, my biggest one, and the way that I feel, is to try and figure out what's going on and what's causing the pressure in my head. And with a blood pressure reading of 286 over 196, people die from that. And we don't know if the blood pressure is causing the pressure in my head, or is the pressure in my head causing the blood pressure. So that right now is the big question, as to what's going on in here. Teresa said, I went through 2 open heart surgeries with my father. April and I'll get you through it. No problem, buddy. Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing, guys. I mean, understand that I have a hell of a support here. I mean, this one here alone, I mean, she's taking really good care.
Other than feeding
Headaches?
bacon.
No, it's not a headache.
Yes, feeding bacon isn't really taking care of you, but
Well, hey, way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So, as far as, I'm calling them headaches, but that's not what it is. It's pressure. It's not like a normal headache that gradually comes on. It's there for a couple of hours, takes some Excedrin, and it eventually goes away. No, this is something that hits immediately. It's as fast as you can snap your fingers. I mean, bam, it's there. And like I said, it feels like pressure, like your head's going to explode.
it doesn't last as long either.
Yeah, and sometimes, and that's the other thing. It varies as far as how long it lasts. Most of the time, it's 10, 15 minutes at most. I have had where they've lasted a couple of hours. But it's the most excruciating pain I've ever been in my life as far as the pressure goes. I'm calling them pressure headaches because I don't know what else to call it. It's a pressure, it's in my head, and it aches. So we'll call them pressure headaches. But it's definitely not a normal headache. It's not a migraine. My grandfather had migraines. My father has clusters. I've seen my father for many years in tremendous pain with his cluster headaches. Now, like, he would take like a shot, and my father couldn't be in a room with any noise whatsoever. No lights on, no nothing. you know, when he ended up having one of his headaches, and sometimes his headaches would, you know, last a couple of hours as well. But he had described his as actual headaches. Mine is pressure. You know, and you know the way that, like I explained it to April and the doctors, it's almost like, you know, when you blow up a balloon, and if you continue to blow it up, eventually it's gonna pop. That's the way my head feels. My head feels it's on the verge of popping. It feels like it's going to explode. But like I said, it's not something that gradually comes on. That was the other thing with my father's clusters, is that he would get a little bit of a warning with his when he knew he was going to get a headache. Mine, there is no warning. It's just boom, it's there. The other thing is that mine are as frequent as every other day. Sometimes it's every day, but for the most part, it's every other day. Like today, no problems whatsoever. Tomorrow, I'm expecting one. Now, I said that the other day, and I ended up with 2. So, you know, that was the first time with these pressure headaches. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was the first time that it's ever happened twice in one day. And see, that's the other thing. Like, I could take, you know, when these would come on, I used to take like ibuprofen or Excedrin migraine because that's what I thought too, was, you know, just a headache. And most of the time it doesn't even touch it. There's something else going on in there, and hopefully when I get this MRI done, hopefully sooner than later, I'll know more details as far as that goes on Monday when I call the doctor and give him the results of the hospital. But, you know, when I get the MRI and get the results from that, that's going to be a big factor. That's going to be huge. Figuring out what the pressure's from. Like I said, nobody knows if it's the blood pressure causing the pressure in my head, or the pressure in my head being it's so painful causing the blood pressure to rise. Nobody knows. Let's see. Addiction sucks. Wish you could quit smoking. Warning signs of a stroke. Yeah. Yeah. Smoking, I've tried so many different things, and I know I'm itching a lot. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if it's, I don't know. My whole, like, the back of my left arm and my back on the left side just itches like crazy. I've tried everything to quit smoking. I mean, if there's something out there, then I've tried it. And, no. I mean, the other thing is I enjoy it too much to where I don't have the mental part of it to quit because I enjoy it. Switch to Marlboro Lights. Why? There's no point in smoking. You don't taste anything. No. Right now I'm smoking Indian cigarettes that I like to call floor sweepings. Yeah, buddy. Why are you home? Zoltan. What's going on, buddy? Did you read the title? Watch the video. I could sit here all night, wait for people to come in. They're going to ask the same question. I'm going to repeat the same story 6 times. Sorry, Zoltan. You're going to have to go back and watch the video. I've already explained things multiple times. But, health issues. Major health issues. So, yeah, buddy. So, like I said, the plan, I wasn't going to make this video too long. It's already a lot longer than what I wanted it to be. I just came on. I'll go back. In a nutshell, Zoltan, I mean, I know you've been with me for a while, so I'll feed you this one. I ended up having a heart attack down in Georgia, and things went pretty bad. Things are getting worse. I have some pressure in my head that I am being told is a very good possibility of a brain aneurysm, and I got to go through a whole bunch of testing and yada yada yada. But yeah, I got to be careful with the head situation. My uncle used to be a truck driver, blew a blood vessel in his head, sadly passed. Yeah, I know. Sorry to hear that. And that's exactly why I am not getting behind the wheel. That exactly is why. You're just going to turn that truck into a missile. That's all it is. And I will not have that on my conscience. Even if I was behind the wheel and something in my head decided to burst and I crashed and died in the accident or died from the aneurysm or whatever, I'm not going to put that truck through the backseat of somebody else's vehicle. Not doing it. See, Tag's getting more and more likes. Tag is Trucker Al Gaming. That's what the name of the gaming channel that I'm going to be doing on Facebook. So if any of you guys are interested in watching me over there, link is down in the description for the Facebook part of that. Yep. But guys, I'm going to end the video here. Like I said, Monday I'm going to be making some phone calls and making some appointments. And pretty much it's just a step-by-step thing. I mean, I'm just going to do what the doctors tell me to do. To an extent.
What I tell them to do.
To an extent.
Great.
And, yeah. I mean, like I said, right now, the biggest thing for me is to get the MRI done, figure out what's going on in the head. And go from there. So, but again, you know, I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody's kind words. You know, understand that I do have April here. She's taking amazing care of me. She's keeping an eye on me. And we, your family, love you. Have a good night. Thanks, Martin. Appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be on here more often now that I'm home. Like I said, I'd like to get the whole TAT show up and running and do a little bit more with that. Now, the other thing is, I'm going to mention this a couple more times. I am actually doing, there's a radio station here called 98.9 The Buzz, and they are one of the head DJs there. Her name is Sandy Waters. She actually has a whole podcast going and things like that. And she actually invited me to the studio on February 25th. You guys can, that's something else I'll actually start mentioning in some of the videos, is they have the radio app. Let's see, I think it's just a... Yeah, but you can download the app. It's usually rock and roll type stuff. The DJs are Scott Spezzano and Sandy Waters. And Sandy I've known since I was in grade school. And like I said, they invited me to their studio to do a podcast on February 25th. So that is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. I don't have too many details on that just yet as far as what I'm going to do with it. I very well may bring April with me and have her record it so I can bring it in here. You guys, like I said, you guys can download the radio.com app and you can look up 98.9 The Buzz out of Rochester, New York, and you guys will be able to hear it on there as well. I'll also get some more information as far as what the podcast is, if anybody listens to that. And yeah, so again, I'll get some more information on that and give it to you guys as I get it. But that's something else that's in the works. Yeah, and I'll see you guys soon.